As we head on with the last few episodes of the golden era of the history of India, I'd like to introduce you to a great person. Some of you may know him already. His name is Bajirao Bhatt Peshwa. In this episode, we are going to see two battles. Number one, the Battle of Palkhed in 1728 CE and the Battle of Delhi in 1737 CE. For knowing the true depth of this battle, we must go to 1713 AD. At this time, Sambhaji Raje's son Shahu Maharaj had appointed Balaji Vishwanath as the Peshwa, and within a decade he had spread the Maratha flag in many parts of Maharashtra. 1724 CE, Asaf Jahan I declared himself independent from Mughal rule and formed his own kingdom called the Hyderabadi Kingdom. He then separated the Maratha Empire using the person Sambhaji II of Kolhapur, son of King Rajaram and Queen Rajasbai. Then Asaf Jahan, or also called the Nizam, stopped giving taxes to the Marathas, which was paid by many landowners of the Deccan. And then Asaf Jahan himself, along with his army, attacked Pune. He later moved to Kolhapur, where he got Sambhaji II's support. At that time, Bajirao was campaigning in Srirangapattam, which is in Karnataka. He soon came back and moved towards Aurangabad. After some lightning movements, Bajirao, along with 15,000 cavalry, reached Jalna and battled Evaz Khan. He left Jalna and said that he was going to loot Burhanpur. Hearing this, the Nizam got scared and followed Bajirao. Then Bajirao moved towards Khandesh. Then Bajirao moved westwards into Gujarat. However, the Nizam left the pursuit and went towards Pune. Then he looted Supe, Patas, and Baramati. In Baramati, the Nizam got the news that Bajirao has left Gujarat and is coming towards Aurangabad. The Nizam was confident that he would win because of his large army, but Sambhaji too left the Nizami camp. Meanwhile, Bajirao was rapidly descending towards Aurangabad and reached Palkhed. Along the way, Bajirao had burnt farms and covered wells with mud so that the Nizam and his army won't get food and water. He did the same with Palkhed. In Khandesh, many commanders like Mallarao Holkar and Ranoji Shinde joined Bajirao with 10,000 cavalry each, and in Gujarat, many commanders joined Bajirao, making his force greater than the Nizam's. The Nizam was cornered in the waterless place in Palkhed on 25th of February 1728 CE. Through Evaz Khan, Asif Jahan I surrendered, then made a treaty with the Nizam. Let's see what his demands were. Number 1. Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj was recognized as the sole Maratha ruler. Marathas were given the right to collect Chauth and Sardesh Mukhi from the Deccan. Those collectors driven out would be reappointed. Number 4. The balance revenue was to be paid to Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj and the money looted by the Nizam. As we move forward, we reach 28th March 1737. At this point, the Marathas had conquered till the Chambal River. So let me tell you the commanders and leaders on the Maratha and the Mughal side. The Marathas were led by Bajirao I. The commanders were the best of the best. Mallarrao Holkar, Ranoji Shinde, the Pawars, Tukoji Pawar, Jivaji Pawar and Yashwantrao Pawar, and Manaji Paygude and Vithoji Bude were also present. The Mughals were led by their emperor Muhammad Shah. They also had good commanders like Mir Hasan Khan Koka, Chin Kulit Khan, Amir Khan Bahadur, and Moin ul Mulk. The Mughals had a force of approximately 1,50,000 soldiers, whereas the Marathas. On 12th November 1736, the Maratha Peshwa Bajirao decided to advance on Delhi, and by January of 1737 he had reached Gwalior. The Mughal emperor sent Sadat Khan with a force of 1,50,000 men to stop the Maratha advance. However, Mallarrao Holkar and Pilaji Jadhav crossed the Yamuna and went into the space between the river Ganga and the river Yamuna. This area was known as the Duwab. Mallarrao Holkar and his army looted it. Sadat Khan then went into the Doab and somewhat defeated Mallarrao Holkar. Then Sadat Khan, thinking that the Marathas had retreated towards Maharashtra, camped at Mathura. Meanwhile, Bajirao proceeded towards Talkatona in present-day New Delhi. Muhammad Shah sent Mir Hasan Khan to intercept Bajirao. The Mughals attacked the Marathas but were repelled with heavy losses. Finally, Muhammad Shah had to ask the Nizam to help against the Marathas. The battle signified the further expansion of the Maratha Empire in the north, and in 1759 it looked like this. Muhammad Shah called the Nizam and the Nawab of Bhopal. They advanced towards from Hyderabad, and the Marathas also came south and they met at Bhopal. Bajirao again won this battle and acquired lands from the Nizam. The Maratha plunder weakened the Mughal Empire, which further got weakened after the Nadir Shah invasion of 1739 CE. And Ahmad Shah Abdali's invasions in the 1750s further weakened it to a complete stop. And in 1752 CE, the Mughal emperor had enough and signed a peace treaty with the Marathas, where the Mughals would give the entire empire to the Marathas except Delhi. And the Marathas would have to protect Delhi from external invasions.